We live.
That's a bad tequila.
Damn, I basically missed my mouth. Fuck. It's in my beard. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that technicolor rain between, it's your boy Trey Prop.
It's your boy Weekend Herb.
And it's the petty producer himself.
This nigga said, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and girls.
Say that.
You did.
Did
You
I?
did. You did.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Prop.
He just wants to make sure he covers all his bases. Ain't that right, R. Kelly?
No, fuck out of here with that bullshit. No. Fuck you. Fuck that. And you laughing a little too hard over there. I seen your search profile,
Bro!
What?
Let's start shooting shots. Let's shoot some shots. It's last show of the year. Let's go.
All right.
Real form today.
This nigga Herb said, if I die, just grab my phone and break it. Don't look at it.
I'm fucking around.
These are just jokes, people. Come on, focus.
Thank you guys for joining us here on Blerds and Whiskey Live. It is our year-end episode. We had a great year of shows and everything else. Just thank you for joining us through the 3-year journey we've been doing. Of course, we always take our break in December. We'll be back in January to get things popping, get things going. But let's start off as we've done about not 365 different times. Oh, in honor of our missing lady of the show, I am drinking Canada Dry.
We did it, ladies and gentlemen.
And my proper 12. So I got the right ginger ale this time for my drink. So I'm just doing a whiskey and ginger. Whiskey ginger is what I'm drinking today. But yeah, I didn't see Seagram's in the store. I would have done Seagram's anyway. But yeah, I got Canada Dry this time.
He
All
did right. Ladies and gentlemen, he finally did the right thing. I have Tito's and ginger beer. It's actually pretty good.
Which ginger beer do you got?
It is called
You don't even know.
Beaver Tree. Beaver Tree.
Oh,
Well,
that's the organic one. That's the healthy ginger beer.
Yeah, have fun with that shit.
All right, Cam, you're up.
Oh, still doing a sobriety thing, y'all.
I commend you.
Cause boy,
Are you gonna take us on a journey this time, or are you just gonna keep playing with us? What are you gonna do?
No, I don't feel like it.
For a ride.
What?
take it for a ride. It was one of those
Cruising USA? I made a seltzer margarita, and did you guys know that if you leave lime juice out for a really long time, it starts to ferment and taste real weird? So we'll see where this goes.
How long
And
do
he
you have
has
it
it-
out?
He has it in a blue cup.
Is that how long have I had it out?
Yeah.
Let's talk about positive things. I don't want to talk about that.
All right.
All right.
Oh boy, that's hitting all the spots.
Yeah. Let's just
Go ahead.
let's get into church announcements.
That's what
There has been a situation that happened in Mexico. If you haven't heard, Shanquilla Robinson was tragically killed by her so-called friends. And the situation went down like this. They went to Mexico. She paid for their trip as well. And they got into one young lady got into a fight with her, where the other so-called friend recorded the whole thing. But then they actually killed her and went back home and told her mother that she died of alcoholic poisoning. And come to find out, she actually broke her neck. Unfortunately, she passed away. And now they are actually in the midst of the Mexico's police is also in works with the FBI to try to track those people down. It's a sad situation that happened, but I have to commend one person in this whole ordeal. Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets decided to go ahead and help the family out by giving them $65,000 for the funeral fee. So, and I hope if people have seen the video, please just don't even give it any attention. It's really brutal. It's sad and unfortunate. And I mean, I hope that her family gets the justice that she really deserves.
Be
Thoughts on that?
aware. Be aware of it. Don't promote it. Just be aware. Make yourself knowledgeable to the situation. Man, be careful about who you go on vacation with.
I'm about to say that's something my mom instilled in me, especially if you're gonna be friends with any of them. Be leery, be careful, always keep your head on a swivel. And that's unfortunate. That's a real unfortunate thing. Little tangent here. I've been a friend of people of many cultures and races and stuff like that, but there's always that caveat where it's like how much of me do I show, or how safe am I around these people? Like, or because I've been the one to go to certain parties. They're like, okay, shit's about to go off. All right, there's a redneck. Yeah, all right, yep. All right, I'm out. Is that what's that meth? All right, I'm out. You just gotta kind of keep your eye out on these things. Like, you just gotta unfortunately, and it's like you can't even be safe to party anymore. Like, you're dancing while still keeping an eye on all the exits. You know what I mean? It's crazy out there.
But the unfortunate part about it, Cam, though, is that all of her friends were black. She was with people that look like her.
Were they
no,
black,
no, they were black.
They were black.
These were black people. And thank you, Cheesy Fries, in the comments on Twitch that everybody's been sent back to Mexico. But yeah, you got to be aware. Like, everybody really ain't your friend. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's real.
There's that quote. Come on, say it.
All skin folk ain't kin folk. And you listen, and that's why I'm real weary about it's hard to get me out with people now. Like, I don't go hang out with a lot of people. And then also, you know what I mean? It's crazy how 2 weeks ago Kyrie Irving was the bane of everybody's existence. Then he does this, and you don't hear shit about it. You just get reporters teasing him on air about Thanksgiving, knowing damn well he don't celebrate Thanksgiving because he's getting in touch with who he is as a black man. And he's not going to keep celebrating a lot of these traditions and shit that you forced on us. But you know what I mean? Hey, you like it, I love it, America. Y'all just do the most fucking backwards ass shit, and you bury black people continuously every day. But Yeah,
because there's some things that I don't really agree that Kyrie does, but you got to. I mean, we still haven't got you trash him for every single thing else. When he does something good like this, you don't publicize it. Meanwhile, Brett Favre is out here just doing whatever the fuck he wants to, and nobody is talking about it. And it's just like, what the fuck, ladies and gentlemen. Trey, you was about to say something?
You guys have pretty much covered everything I could possibly say. I'm in total agreement because it's just an atrocity that we lost his life. And hats off to Kyrie and fuck Brett Favre. Like this. Yeah, I've said everything. What else you got?
So in NFL news, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, has a picture going around now of him being at the Central High segregation. For those of you who don't know, I believe it was in Arkansas, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
1957 Arkansas, to be exact.
Exactly. And there was 8 blacks that were getting ready to go into the school because they were desegregating. Oh, look.
I'm sorry, Herb. I'm gonna kick in the door real quick on this one. So, just like I continuously say, all of this shit, the segregation, the Jim Crow, all that shit wasn't that long ago. Now, your boy Jera has been seen to be out here, and he said he was there out of curiosity. My nigga, no one goes to black people, not in those days. You weren't there for curiosity, my motherfucker. You were there to keep them out because you didn't want them at your schools. And you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to believe that you have changed your mentality when all you did is just get more money and become more of what you were? Money takes who you are and makes you more of it. So I am not going to believe that this nigga is not racist anymore. Also, you know how all you Cowboy fans like to come and say to people who are fans of the Washington franchise, oh, your team had a racist owner. The first owner was racist. Y'all was the last team to get a black player. Well, look at your owner, motherfucker. Look at all of y'all. All of you DC stands for Dallas Cowboy motherfuckers. Look at your owner out here. Actually on the front lines of racism. The only thing that was missing was his little sheet with his eye holes in it that he couldn't see out of and shit. Yeah, like, I mean, come on, man.
No, no, because he's talking about like I tripped and fell, and next thing I know, I'm in a protest screaming at black people. I don't know what happened. It was the 50s.
The shit is fucking crazy, man. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, and this is where this next generation we need to be more preemptive about who it is that we're listening to and who it is that we're following behind and we're putting our dollars behind. These motherfuckers ain't changed their mentality over the time. Please don't tell me that they have, because you know they haven't.
Just to go ahead and piggyback on what you're saying, Rick. This is the same owner that said, "Hey, if you kneel in the national anthem, I will release you on site. You're not playing for me." The same one.
And then a couple of weeks later, his ass is kneeling on the ground. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, they did that shit before the game. To try to say, "Oh, no, fuck that." The motherfucker knew what he was doing.
Put me between the two biggest black ones we got out there. Which one?
This is the thing that I've always been saying, especially like how they try to play history out. Like Rick was saying, like like Jim Crow era and desegregation wasn't that long ago. I'm like, yo, first of all, that they make pictures like that in black and white. How old is Jerry Jones? Roughly what, 60ish?
No, he's
70s.
He's in the 80s.
I mean, he's white, so he's
no. Okay, someone look up his age.
162.
No, seriously, someone look up his age real quick.
I'm looking it up right now.
He was roughly about 14, 15 when that went down. We'll say he's maybe a sophomore or a junior when that went down, right? Mm-hmm. This is why critical race theory has always been important to me, because he is still alive. How old is he?
80.
He's 80. So he's pretty much still alive. But critical race theory and everything else, people try to make it out like it was such a long time ago and times was different. Like, no. Those people that were against that are still alive in this day and age and still thriving and still in ports of power. Case in point. Like, this dude was there. He's in a book. He's in a history book.
Just to clarify this, I'm 37. My grandmother will be 80 in a week and a half. She's the same age as Jerry Jones. It wasn't that long ago. It really was.
And so it's definitely still present out here. And for those of you who know where I work, please put it in the comments. But I was working inside of and I'm trying to keep my job, so don't do that shit to me. But working in the customer's house and I had to use the restroom. And I asked the old lady, could I use her bathroom? And she basically, she went off on me. No, I don't want your black ass to use my bathroom. You can go to a McDonald's or something. I packed my shit up and I left. She got nothing done that day. So yeah, that shit still happens, and that's in Maryland. Well, and we righted the line anyway. But yeah, you know which part of Maryland I was in?
Rural South, but it's still
we're below the Mason-Dixon line, but New York still calls us country, and country calls us north.
we can't fucking win for losing here,
right?
But real quick, I just want to end this church announcement real quick by saying, fuck all you racists and fuck all you racist supporters.
Moving on to the next topic.
So, Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special came out the other day, and man, it was very entertaining. One of the best 45-minute shows that I've seen in a while. So, guys, what did you think?
Fucking loved it. It was fucking amazing. Like, see, I've totally forgotten that it was coming out until I saw. Shout out to Gary Peebles. He's of course reprising his role as Drax's the stunt double. So when I saw that on IG, I was like, oh shit, the special. So yeah, shout out to Gary. But yeah, it was amazing. The action it wasn't overly done. It wasn't totally connected to the whole MCU. It was its own standalone thing, and it was comical. Sorry, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I don't know why I can't think straight. Don't do that to me right now. Shut up, Rick. But yeah, comical is what it was. I
put it on the wall.
Yes, put it on the wall. You got me with one out of the 5,000.
Are we doing a tally, man?
Hey, man.
180 to 1. What in your face? I was just being generous with 180. You know, dude, it's been 3 years and you've just been butchering the English. Like, anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
But that was pretty much it. What did you guys think?
It put me in the mood for Christmas. It's like, you know, you kind of don't see one of those things. You're like, oh. Okay, I mean, look, we all know it's commercial, and we all fall for the traditional capitalism what Christmas is, but occasionally it's still that time of year where you're supposed to be nice to everybody, and it got that point across without being too preachy, and I was like, you know what, I accept it.
It takes a lot to get me in the Christmas spirit here lately in my adulthood, and this shit genuinely got me in the Christmas spirit. You know what I mean? Even the end where they're giving out their little gifts and Groot doing like sculptures of every moment. By the way, is Groot a clairvoyant? Because did you see the gift that he gave Kraglin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that was an Inception Christmas gift, and also it's just like, nigga, you weren't there for most of these moments. How did you know to sculpt these? This is weird.
Because a little twig of Groot with everybody as they go around.
And then there might be a tie into Thunderbolts, because what did Nebula give Rocket as a Christmas gift, guys?
Bucky's arm.
Yo.
Yeah.
I want to know how the fuck she got that. I want to know how. I need to see that side.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm not
This is
saying
what I'm saying.
Bucky has a hard time fighting warrior women. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
I mean,
did Sword give Winter Soldier the Vision treatment? And just dissected this nigga and sprawled him out on the table?
Well, hold up. There is a possibility that there's more than one arm, because for a while in Wakanda he didn't have an arm, so he got a special vibranium Wakandan arm. So the original arm might still be out there.
No, she gave him the vibranium arm.
Yes.
How do you know it was vibranium?
It's
Nigga,
black.
go back and look at it. It's the vibranium. It's black with the gold accents in it. That's the vibranium arm. There was no star on that one.
Ah.
And then the thing about it, like, I mean, you got to think about it. Like, she is mechanical, so I mean, it shouldn't be that hard for her to take it off. I mean,
Yeah, she could probably override it.
yeah.
So she's saying. So what you're saying is she got Bucky in bed after a few drinks.
Oh, here we
And
go.
she hacked the arm and got out of there.
It's the Christmas time of the year.
Because because they all did. So during Endgame, they all spent a lot of time going back and forth to Earth. So you know what I mean? Like they could just be coming back, and like after the Endgame fight, you know what I mean? Everybody, like Iron Man's dead ass is being moved to the side, but there's still all those endorphins and adrenaline going on.
So what you're saying?
And Bucky and Nebula made eye contact, and he was like, "Hey, I got a metal arm."
I'm about to say that whole but think about it. The whole time he was in Wakanda, he's surrounded by beautiful bald women. Maybe he's got a thing for bald women.
That's what I'm saying. And he's just like, "Yo, I know what this
They don't
mechanical
look at
arm."
us like that.
But look, hold on, look. It's like I know what this
Why do y'all do
mechanical
this to
arm
me?
does. I know what this mechanical arm does for my masturbation. I wonder what a mechanical body can do. And you know, what I'm saying?
Leave my fandom alone.
And next thing you know, it's just Bucky and Nebula and bow chicka wow wow.
More like woo woo woo. Anyway, next announcement. Hurry, let's just keep it going.
No, that ties into the other topic.
I mean, fuck it. Like let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Have
Anyway.
fun. Yeah, so go ahead.
You got it.
Okay, so the other thing that happened was that we actually had an appearance of somebody cosplaying as a GoBot. So if you don't know, famously, Transformers GoBots were originally owned by Marvel as a company, and they owned the toys and everything before they sold it up into Toy Biz. I don't remember, but
Hasbro.
Hasbro, that's what it is. So we could tie in the Transformers movies to the MCU now. No, we're not tying it into that other Michael Bay bullshit. I'm cutting it out now. Don't fucking do it. We're talking about Transformers. That's what the fuck we're talking about.
I'm about to say Transformers was a Marvel product, especially in the early days in the cartoon series.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. Don't fucking do that. You are my family, but don't fucking do it, Rick.
We're not. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna do what you think I'm gonna do.
So are we going to the Transformer topic now?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, cool. Just putting up pictures.
So so there was a GoBot that's, you know, they're smaller versions of Transformers. And Drax fucked him up. He walks up to him and he's like, "I'll fucking kill you." His brother was killed by a GoBot. Like, it was fucking hilarious.
So sad. That man that was cosplaying is really in this ass woman. He had nothing to do.
Yes.
Listen, I want to say this. That one part made me so much more interested about Marvel space and what's going on out there than this boring shit that we got going on Earth. Because the fact that this nigga's family member was killed by a GoBot and he harbors this rage towards it, I'm like, what the fuck else is going on out there in space in Marvel? Like,
also, how many families has he got? Like, you know,
Thanos killed his wife and his kid, but
He
apparently
did.
Thanos got a GoBot to just go and fuck up everybody else.
So you realize this means that the Drax family is just a bunch of assholes because they just get killed by people randomly.
Like, yo,
what did his brother say to that GoBot to make him just fucking
got him that Gangstalicious joint? Like, damn, What did he do to make him that mad?
I mean, realistically, if you think about it, Drax is the type of person, if he wasn't invulnerable or nigh invulnerable, you want to punch him in the fucking face. He's standing in the room while you're making out with your girl. Punch him in the fucking face. Yes, people want to fucking kill him because he's annoying. He's funny. He's fucking annoying.
That bullets, he said bullets tickled him.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
But speaking of this whole GoBots Transformers thing, like, so a couple weeks ago we were doing our pre-show thing with like Trey kind of introduced it, but I don't know why I'm reintroducing it, but fuck it, you know what I mean? 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fra la 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 la. We were talking about the Transformers movies, right? And we were talking about how, you know, really the only good ones are the ones with Shia LaBeouf in them. And I actually made the argument that Revenge of the Fallen is actually the best Transformers movie. Like, Revenge of the Fallen had the most, despite the racist ass robots that were voiced by SpongeBob and some other guy and had gold teeth. Like, there was even more racism in the other ones. Like, Michael Bay leaned into it even more. Because if you get in what was it? It was the third one. Yeah. Ken Watanabe played a fucking Bugatti with yellow skin. Why do you have yellow skin? Why was that even necessary? Like, what are we doing? He's a samurai. Okay, he's a samurai. You got Ken Watanabe voiced him, but then Michael Bay just had to lean all the way to it and say, you know what? I want a robot with yellow skin, guys. Let's do it. Like,
like not even Bumblebee, just like yellow skin.
All right, so I mean, but also I think the Revenge of the Fallen is the best one because it had pretty high stakes. Optimus died again, traumatizing a bunch of people, a bunch of millennials who'd already been through that in the 80s. And it's just like, hey, remember that terrible memory that you had in the 80s?
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Right.
But before he died, he took out like 5 Decepticons.
Okay. Sorry. This was my main gripe on all of the movies, which is why they all look the same to me. When Autobots are fighting, when the robots are fighting, and it's just nothing but a swirl of CG and gears. Like, I don't like how this one. I swear he ripped the same arm off like 5 different times on the same robot, and then beats him with it. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand anything that's going on. And next thing I know, I see like he's all like ripping faces off, and it's just like I don't understand. Like, it's too much CG. There's no differentiate. You know, like with the exception of the paint job and flames on Optimus Prime, I ain't know who was fighting when they were like tussling, twirling.
You knew when it was an important Decepticon he was fighting or an enemy he was fighting, they had distinction. Like, what was that? Was that Dark Side of the Moon?
Okay, okay. I don't know if you can see the screen, but look at Megatron. How does he look different than Starscream?
Starscream has the jet wings on his back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Starscream has
Megatron has a claw hand. Like, there's a bit of a difference.
Okay. Then who's this right here? Look at the screen. Who is this? You want to make it bigger? Which one is this one?
You talking about the cartoon?
No, this is the movie.
So
that's Ironhide.
Yeah, I was about to say. So this the problem, Cam. I can actually differentiate all of them. That is Ironhide, and Ironhide is about to do that cool ass.
When he spun, that shit was awesome.
And he does the cartwheel where he shoots the ground. Hold on, he does the cartwheel and shoots the ground. But also, it's 2 human beings in between his hands when he shoots, and this nigga shot rockets at the ground. So I'm pretty sure those 2 people died from aftershock.
No, I looked, I studied, I did my whole Colt 45 thing. I looked for the casualties. There were no casualties. No matter how much destruction was going on, they were just covered in dirt and dust.
And you know the crazy thing about Revenge of the Fallen when Optimus falls in the woods? So in the first Transformers movie, when they're fighting downtown with all those people around, Optimus is clearly holding back. So he gets his ass served by Megatron, because also Megatron is fucking 12 stories tall. But then in the second one, when Optimus is just protecting Shia and they're just in the woods, this nigga just goes ham and starts with all his robot jutsus all over the place. And the shit is fucking spectacular. But I'll say this. Why couldn't they figure out what the hell they wanted Megatron to transform into? Because if you remember in the first one, he was a jet. Then in the second one, what is he? Did he turn into the big gun? Yeah, he turned into. So go back and look at the first one. After you cry when they get Bumblebee and Megatron gets out, he gets out and turns into a big ass jet, and you're just like, hey, what the fuck is this? So I mean, why are we so spastic about what Megatron could turn into? Like he turns into something different.
Because in the reality, as a cartoon, he kept shape shifting.
Shrunk.
Yeah, like he'll be like a 9-foot robot that would either can transform into, of all people, Starscream's hands so he can shoot, or he can transform into a regular gun for a human to shoot. Like it just didn't make any sense for how Megatron could transform into a giant revolver, and have like how the cannon shrink into, you know what I mean, like no, and
the cannon was an arm cannon that fit on his arm.
Right. I mean,
the toy was awesome.
I say at least as Galvatron, it made sense to turn into a cannon, and the cannon can move. Like, oh, okay, but like all the Autobots flew, and I'm sorry, all the Decepticons flew. So you mean tell me that someone when Megatron transformed is a flying pistol?
I mean,
so I have a question because Rick, you did say that Revenge of the Fallen was your favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
What were you guys' favorite ones? Because honestly, for me, I felt like the first one was the best one for me because I got to see exactly what I wanted.
He tore the black Autobot in half.
But
no, it's not the best.
Listen to what I'm saying, Trey. Before you go on a tangent, I said it brought back my childhood. But then Michael Bay. So that's the only reason why I feel like the first one was the best one. It was a nostalgia thing for me. Other than that, it was just, yeah. The Shia LaBeouf ones are the best one.
My favorite. Oh no, go ahead, Trey. What was your favorite?
I was going to say with Mark Wahlberg, sword fighting Optimus. We've had 5 movies where he is capable. The fact that he gets a robot sword and he can sword fight Optimus Prime, who's a 40-foot fucking Mack truck. Like how? Like he's doing a downward swing on him, and he literally goes shing and holds it. Like he's He-Man. I only reason why I watch these movies.
I got 2 things. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Trey.
The only reason why I watch these movies is because little Trey proper is a gearhead, and he loved these movies from the moment he was a baby until now. So I'm sorry, buddy, if you're watching. I hated these movies. You're 15 now. You can handle it. Your dad hated these movies. I watched those movies like this with you, but you were happy. That's the only reason why I know as much as I do.
Real quick, hold on, Herb. I was going. Wait. So I was gonna say, but hold on, Cam, before you go, real quick. So if you remember that one where Mark Wahlberg gets the sword, they literally go in a room where it's like a bunch
sword.
Yes, no one pronounces the W, bro.
I know. No. I said sword. I'm gonna say sword if I want to say sword. Now go ahead, Rick.
So when he goes in that room full of swords, and it's a bunch of 30-foot swords in there, and this nigga finds the one small sword for himself.
He got a toothpick. It was a toothpick.
Yeah, I was like, no, who the fuck was this for? Like, this shouldn't even be in there.
There's not an Autobot your size.
and then this nigga just used the power of his annoyed and confused facial expression to fight off Optimus, because that's the only that. I was sitting there watching this shit. I was just like, all right, Optimus about to cut this nigga in. Wait a minute, what the fuck? What is happening? And then also T.J. Miller got the shaft because that nigga was in the movie for 5 minutes and they got metal exploded.
All he had to do was just turn into a bus and just run his ass
Really,
over.
Teffy? Hey, check out Teffy Wonder on HNIC Wednesday nights. You're funny.
Teffy Wonder.
All
right. So I got several things because I've been holding back on this topic for a minute. One, so my favorite Transformers movie is Ninja Turtles. That is my when Tell me Shredder and Megatron don't look alike. Michael Bay's like, fuck it, we're going live. Yo, he just didn't care. He cut and pasted and just had to go.
Was it Megan Fox too?
Yeah.
Yo, so that was them making up actually. Because remember, he fired her after the second Transformers and replaced her with the other nondescript girl. And then after she called him Hitler, and then his apology and them making up was her playing the worst April O'Neil in existence. Even worse than the one from the Ninja Turtles live show.
not the Pizza Hut sponsored stage show.
Yo, people forgot about that one with Michelangelo playing the fucking keytar. That happened
with a jean jacket. Okay, no. And the other thing is shout out to OCG. Shout out to OCG for this one, because me and him go back and forth with this one. So you mean to tell me that the Decepticons had the wherewithal and the forward thinking to take a Decepticon, disguise her as a human being, enroll her in college 2 years prior to Shia LaBeouf graduating high school, so that they can meet up and a chance that he can see her and seduce her into like a whole, like they had a whole ass Decepticon enrolled in school. Like, come on, man, how is that even a thing? How you make school? How you just, like? I guess they hacked the school record and made up a life for her. But she's out here like she's popular. She's got a social life, and it's all this just to trap Shia LaBeouf later. Like,
I watched that scene with my child in the theater, and I had to explain. Dad, why is it?
They had to do all that just so she could sneak up a tail as an umbilical as a USB port. Like, come on, man.
I was like, I should cover his eye. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Don't text me and send the notifications through. Anyway, keep going.
Also, thank you, Teppy, because I remember watching. What was it? Was it Transformers last night, where the Dinobots just show the fuck up for no reason, no explanation, no nothing. It's just like, hey y'all, look, remember these? Y'all like them? They breathe fire. They've been in a mountain for the past couple millennia. What is happening here? And that's the fact that Michael Bay got Anthony Hopkins to sign on for one of these pieces of shit. Well, that's when I knew. I was just like, you know what? Anthony Hopkins just likes to do shit. He's just a rich old man.
He's like, I just need to work.
Or Michael Bay got something on him.
No, his legacy. No, he's at the Robert De Niro level where his legacy has been cemented. So I can just do shit now. You guys are still gonna love me. So fuck it. Look, I'm in Norbert Part 3. Hey guys.
Yeah, he's on that Nick Cage. He's in that Nick Cage. I need a job to fight my taxes. Kick. But no, the other thing is, I remember I did this video years ago about Transformers. Like, we're watching Transformers, and yeah, we're pulling up some stuff that we can't believe that's happening, right? I've watched Transformers where an 8-foot-tall Mack truck is talking to a human and not batting an eye. I'm looking at like them doing like parkour. Like these giant robots doing parkour in the streets with rocket launchers, not batting an eye. I'm looking at all this stuff, and the one thing that threw me off, where I'd be like, yo, what kind of horseshit is this? I saw Shia LaBeouf doing parkour in the first one, where he's just leaping over, like, oh, let me get the Allspark. And he's all of a sudden doing like, well, he become Spider-Man. I'm like, yo, that's the part where I find hard to believe all of a sudden.
Then he got resurrected by the robot gods. Like, how did that work?
Nigga, I have even more immersion.
I wonder if Heaven got a garage.
So for all of the nonsense and all of the bullshit from these movies, the shit that really just breaks the immersion for me and just knocks me right out of it, you're not going to sit here and fucking tell me that Mark Wahlberg is a genius inventor. Fuck you and everything that you stand for, because you're trying to play my intelligence.
No, he was smart and confused in that movie. Mark Wahlberg was always looking confused, like, huh? Say what? Huh. They couldn't get Shia LaBeouf one more time?
No, that's when Shia LaBeouf
didn't he get canceled?
No, he always finds a way to like find his way to get like out of that. Anyway, but no, like so how many times has Tyrese now officially beat him as far as like many appearances in the Transformers movies now?
Yes,
I think so, because they brought him back.
Shia was only in 2 and Tyrese was in like 3.
Okay,
and never forget the infamous left cheek from the first one. Go ahead, Trey.
I was going to say, so that's the only logical tie-in that I will allow is the fact that Tyrese that would explain why Tyrese could dodge bullets apparently in Fast and Furious, the last one. So it's the only tie-in we'll allow.
So it makes sense. So what you're saying is that there's a muscle car Charger out there that is out.
That would explain why they're just leave it. Fuck the GoBots. Leave it alone. Leave Marvel alone. You can have Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can have that. Take them away. Make that universe. Just leave fucking Marvel alone.
So you realize that Starscream made an appearance in the 9th Fast and Furious movie, because when John Cena drives his Mustang off the cliff and he gets picked up by a jet, it seemed to be Starscream, because it's like it transformed and it grabbed the car and it flew off. So the crossover has.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see it.
The crossover has already happened, so the family's already there.
But I will say though, I know you said this doesn't count, but I will say that my favorite Transformer movie is still going to be the 1986 version, the cartoon movie, hands down. Yeah, man, like the most killing I've ever seen in any robot. You know, like kids were crying. Like I'm over here like just shocked at how much death was in the first 10 minutes alone. I'm like, damn, Autobots is weak as hell.
Hey, confession time. I've never actually seen it. Yep. I've never actually seen it.
I have the DVD. I can find the Blu-ray. We can make this a thing, man. You don't have to suffer alone. This will happen.
How?
And you know what's also funny about that movie too? That movie is taking place in the future. Like it was made in 1985, right? The movie takes place in the year 2005. Yeah.
So if you want to have a huge nostalgia moment, I urge anyone out there who love Transformers to check out Transformers Devastation, the video game. No, we're not getting sponsored by them. I wish. But that is one of my all-time favorite Transformers games. It's all G1 characters. You can play as an Autobot or Decepticon. And you can play as the 1986 versions, if that's what I mean by G1, Generation 1. But that game, I think they got it for PlayStation and Xbox. But PS4 and Xbox One, but they'll be backwards compatible. Check those ones out, because me and my son had a hell of a time playing, and it's hard as fuck. So try those games out if you want, because I fucking love them.
Hey,
all
real
right.
quick. Do we have character of the week, Cam? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, cool. So in the Bumblebee movie, did any of you guys see the Bumblebee movie, the most recent Transformers movie?
Did not watch that one.
I might have missed that one.
So that one is actually pretty. Nah, it's all good. That one's actually pretty damn good. It's almost a return to form. Like it's the first one, except for more fleshed out.
Oh yeah, I think I did see it. I think I have seen that one.
And then Haley Steinfeld is in it, and she's pretty good.
I did see that.
Became Kate Bishop. Before she made Kate Bishop actually likable. So yeah, and that's pretty good. And of course, the main antagonist / confused hero in disguise is John Cena. And we were talking before this about, after Batista's performance in the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special and his performances in the other movies, and I was thinking about John Cena. The crazy thing,
Good job.
We've been doing this for a while. I'm a little bit good at it sometimes. My shit always works sometimes, but no. So
that's what she said.
So I was saying that there's an argument to be made that Dave Bautista is actually the best wrestler turned actor, because I think he's put together some really good performances. I'm never going to forget his performance in The Man with the Iron Fist as Brass Body. You could tell he hadn't taken those acting classes yet, and then it's just gotten better as time goes on. Because him playing Drax is just the highlight of every Guardians movie at this point. Even in Thor: Love and Thunder, Drax was pretty damn good. You know what I mean? For the 45 seconds that he was on camera. You know what I mean? Also, fuck Thor: Love and Thunder. Well, who do you guys think is the best wrestler turned actor?
You said it already. John Cena.
Yeah.
John Cena, hands down. Now I got to make the argument. After Peacemaker and the second Suicide movie, like John Cena, he much like Batista, he takes over the screen when he's on it, and he convinces you that he is that character. He's not the same guy every movie. What was the movie where he was with Amy Schumer? Where he was kind of like Peacemaker in that. Trainwreck. He was kind of like Peacemaker in that, so I guess he does kind of play the same role. Take that back.
No, I mean he was more human in that one.
It was the movie scene, but John did what John Cena did.
I will enter you. Like
it was like, wait,
did he say you're gonna fuck me? Like that, but that level of energy coming from a big burly white boy is just hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. So that's my vote. What about you guys?
You say
let's go on board.
I don't know. Go ahead, Herb.
I was also gonna go with John Cena as well. I was trying to look up that movie that he had where
my surprise is
3 parents, where they had the teens going to prom night trying to save their kids from fucking and everything, and he went to the
I know what you're talking about.
What'd you say? Yeah,
yes.
And
I need to watch that.
He's one of those. He's a very entertaining actor to me. I'm not gonna say he's a top-notch actor or anything like that, but I like watching him on in movies. I mean, and I would say the most successful is Dwayne, but Dwayne is Arnold Schwarzenegger of 2022.
How dare you disrespect Arnold Schwarzenegger that way? I'm sorry.
Arnold can't act worth a shit. Let's just call it what it is.
Apparently, you never saw that movie, End of Days, where he cried.
Oh, what was the thing he did with Sylvester Stallone when he was speaking German while he was in the cell?
What's the breakout cover?
Escape,
yeah,
yes. Yes, that was the first time I've ever heard him use his native language, and he's like cursing out the camera. Like, that shit was pretty scary.
So Herb has an interesting,
very Third Reichish.
Yeah, Herb has an interesting point. Are we going off of the body of work? Are we going off the success rate, like the box office draw, or are we going off the actual performances?
I was going off performances.
I was going off performances as well.
Because it's like, well, Dwayne, like, I know Herb is always saying like he has the same character type. But his body of work, though, especially in his earlier days, was pretty vast. Like, there's a difference. He was different in Rundown than he was in Walking Tall. There was a difference between how he played characters in Walking Tall and Rundown.
And the Tooth Fairy.
Nigga, I was about to say the only different character he played, nigga, was the Tooth Fairy, and that was because
Pain and Gain. He wasn't a different character in that one.
What? He was himself.
He was himself.
He was himself, except for a Christian nationalist. That's the only difference. Are you kidding?
I don't know. He's had a pretty good range in
Teffy, stop it, Teffy. Really? She says that's false. Arnold Schwarzenegger can act.
Arnold Schwarzenegger can act.
If he's
one movie where his acting chops were actually really good. Don't worry.
She actually put it in the comments because it's the movie I was just about to say. He did this zombie movie called Maggie, where his daughter was turning into a zombie. Nigga, so most people don't know about this movie. It's crazy as fuck. The emotional range that this nigga showed in that movie, like, it was just like, wait a minute. Okay, I see you, Third Reich. You kind of
see. Here's the thing about, first of all the 80s and 90s action movie. How much acting did you need to do in those movies?
True Lies.
You just
no. But think about it. Like, though they were all pretty much cookie cutter action films. He was the pioneer of that, right? So there was he didn't need a range to act in that. He he started developing stuff. Done comedies. He's done like action.
I take it back. Take it all back. Kindergarten Cop.
Jumanji.
Kindergarten Cop. He can act.
No.
Yeah. He had a range of emotions in Kindergarten Cop too. He had to play like he cared about kids. He was
who was your daddy?
Jumanji. Arnold wasn't in Jumanji.
But The Rock was.
How do we? I was about to say we left the topic. We're talking about Arnold now.
Yeah. No. But my vote goes to Batista though, for real, because I'm going off of both the body of work and his actual range of acting. There's some hidden gems in Batista's live filmography that people don't realize. Like, look up House of the Rising Sun. That was a good one. He played like an ex-con who's trying to get his life back, and he was playing like he was from DC. Also, shout out to Batista because it's the only time I let him get away with the N-word. He dropped that in the movie. He's probably no. But he was raised in Capitol Heights. Yeah. So I mean, like, bro.
He was mixed.
He's mixed with like Greek and Filipino and whatever he wants to be, but not black.
What's the Harrison Ford movie that Ryan Gosling they did with Ryan Gosling was in the sequel? I forget the name of it. Fuck. The Batista was in it, and Batista played a dramatic character, and that shit was really good. Give me a second, I'm gonna look it up. Y'all talk.
But no, there was another movie that was also another hidden gem that Batista
Blade
did.
Runner.
Blade Runner. Okay. Oh, you're right.
I still haven't watched either one of those.
There's another one called. There's another one. I'm not sure where it's on. I saw it just randomly caught up on Netflix, but it's called Bushwick, where he played like a guy who's like he always plays deadbeat dads, by the way. Yeah. So he played a deadbeat dad who was trying to like get in touch with his daughter, and then all of a sudden like the entire city of New York is under like siege, and he's like in the middle, and it just drops you in, and he's like he has to like find his way to his daughter and survive. And there's all kinds of stuff going on, but it's like that's also a really good movie as far as emotional range too. Like, and even one of my own favorites, Hotel Artemis.
Man. Where you going, Slow Cool? My man had the Latin accent and everything, just out there handling. It was
He
had
he was like, I
he
remember
was
when Eddie Guerrero used to talk to me.
no, he was so the crazy thing about Hotel Artemis is Batista, all big and intimidating ass Batista, was literally the most vulnerable. I wouldn't cross this motherfucker if I had the chance to type of person. Like Hotel. So
Yeah.
Hotel Artemis is one of those movies that came and went that not too many people know about. But if you go and watch it, you'll be like, yo, everybody in this is great. Fucking Zachary Quinto plays a little bitch ass gangster, and he's fantastic in it. Jeff Goldblum is in the movie for 5 fucking minutes, and it's all of the Jeff Goldblum that you need. I'm talking about he gives you everything, but also being menacing as fuck. But Bautista fucking kills it in his role. Like he kills this nigga's playing like a nurse aide, and also he's terrifying.
And it is, if you want to watch the movie, it's currently streaming on Showtime.
Yeah. So
Just throw
the thing about Hotel Artemis that I always try to tell people is that like
Never seen that one.
yeah, it's fucking great. No, the thing about Hotel, it's like it's like a safe haven / hospital for criminals. And it's supposedly some sort of neutral ground, and they have rules and credits and all kinds of stuff. It's like where people go if they're injured by John Wick, which will be a great tie-in, by the way.
Can you imagine the crossover with Sterling K. Brown's character and John Wick in that universe?
Man, but it's like like the body of work for Batista is also like pretty good. Like it's not just standard. I'm big muscle guy and scary. He does like. He varies in roles and has range. The Rock in his early career tried that too, but once he started hitting franchise and that Big Bang, he just started he started Hulk Hogan in it.
I mean,
yeah, he just started flipping that eyebrow and then
and catchphrase. And John Cena, like his range was pretty good in Peacemaker too, so it's a good one.
Real quick, I'm gonna age myself real quick because of the comments on YouTube. Batista was a bouncer at DC Live, guys.
Wow. He used to bounce with one of my cousins.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm honestly not surprised. All right. Go ahead.
No, you good. I'm pouring him on the drink.
Survivor Series? War
Yes.
Games?
Perfect. Yeah. Yes.
Speaking of wrestling.
Awesome. Wrestling. So for those of you who did not check out,
my nigga figured out how to make transitions, goddamn.
So,
took you 3 years.
For those of you who didn't see it yesterday, Survivor Series War Games.
War Games. Sorry, you got to say it like.
Man, that was that. Rick, you said it best. Storytelling at its finest.
Listen. Oh, we're going to order. My bad. Go ahead, Trey.
No, it's cool. But yeah, War Games. I missed the first hour, so I'm not sure what the very first match was, but I did get to see the actual War Games matches for the women's. Was that the first one? Okay, all right. So I got to see that. Yo, I'm just gonna be that guy right now. And I've been talking about it. Yes, I did. I've been trying to catch up on wrestling. I've been missing it every week, and now she's wearing this singlet with the yam straps. I'm gonna call them the yam straps because they go around the
I'm trying to think, like what do Australians have? Her little kangaroo.
I ain't never seen an Australian with yams like that. I was like, wait a minute. She's in the cage and she's doing pull-ups, and every time she goes up, you get a little jiggle on the yams. I was like, God damn!
I was just sitting there looking like that dingo got cheeks.
That dingo ate her baby.
There's only Australian who I think is bad as hell that may be better than Rhea. Rick, what's the lady that plays for the?
I don't even know her name.
No, she plays for the Nevada Las Vegas Aces.
You talking about? No, you talking about Liz Cambage.
Yeah.
Drop her in the Discord. Anyway, so moving away from the yamage.
Y'all need to look at this 6'8" tree. Boy.
Find the picture and drop it in our Discord. That's a cheap pop for our Discord. Anyway, moving away from the aesthetics, because we do want to talk about the ladies' capability in wrestling. The ladies' match was actually entertaining. And I know I'm saying actually, but usually we do get some snoozers when it comes to Diva wrestling or during the late women's division sometimes. Let me finish. But as we know, during this current era of revolution in women's wrestling, they have been taking it up 10 notches. Last night we had I never saw the NXT War Games, but I'm not sure if they had the same introduction of weapons that they had here. But the utilization of the weapons, ladders, tables, chairs was fucking awesome. They were also telling a story. You had the build up of the two powerhouses of what's her name? Raquel versus Rhea Ripley going head to head. You had telling a story between Bianca Belair and the coming back of Becky Lynch. Like I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Like I was kind of mad they put them on first. I think they should have done those matches in succession. But hey, it is what it is.
So recently, what wrestling does is the NXT formula, where they had to kick off with something really good, and then they'll have some stuff in between. So instead of just doing like some weak shit first and then build up,
instead of blowing up the crowd,
yeah. So
fair enough.
But no, to say what you're saying about the whole weapons thing, I go back to when I remember when Io Shirai, for some reason, put herself in the trash can and did a moonsault off the cage and landed on him. I was like, yeah, I don't know what that was about, what the logic of that was, but man, be glad that you have friends down there. Because gravity, whew. I'm scared just thinking about it. I'm going to cover myself up, blindfold, and backflip.
So the War Games is one of those
you know
things.
who the fuck we're talking about. I know she wasn't there. I misspoke. God damn it.
War Games is another thing that makes me happy that Vince McMahon retired, because now we can start to, like, you've owned WCW for so fucking long, but because of who you are as a person, a bad person, please die soon, old man. But now we can start to embrace some of the better things from the WCW history, and Triple H did it immediately because literally Survivor Series was made for fucking War Games. And I know y'all were talking about the women's match, but the fucking men's match.
Yes.
Listen. I've been trying to avoid saying this for 2 years, but I'm gonna say it. Roman fucking Reigns is the best wrestler in the world right now. As far as his performances go, as far as his storytelling, he is the best wrestler in the world. This nigga sitting in there on a stool while the rest of the bloodline stands there, and him dictating who goes out so that he can see who is. So, like, he's telling a story through his actions and through his emotions and setting shit up for the future. Like, him sending out Jay first and then Sammy after it. Nigga, if you haven't been watching SmackDown, or even some been on Raw, because Raw's now the bitch show, but like, they're setting up this angle to where eventually it's gonna be them turning on Sami Zayn. They're gonna whoop his ass. Like, he's gonna give. I think Sammy's gonna give into his friendship with Kevin Owens, and they're gonna whoop his ass. Also, Sami Zayn is not going to be the one to take the belts off of Roman.
Thank you.
As much as everybody wants
I think he's got to take it off. He's got to be the guy.
Listen, I appreciate everybody's sentiment, but it's not going to happen. The crowd is behind him, yes, but also they don't really see Sami Zayn as that guy. Like, he doesn't have the magnetism to be able to do that. I think that shit will go off in a flop, to be honest with you. Because, right, like, him playing off of the Usos, him playing off of Jimmy and Jay right now is fucking amazing. Solo Sikoa just standing there being a big log, it's all right. But, I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not invested in that right now. But I really think it's gonna be somebody else, because it has to be another generational star. And Sami Zayn is good, but he's also his old Mexican nickname. He's El Generico.
So here's the thing. Great storytelling, almost 2 years. Like, so is the bloodline like still a bad guy now, or are they still over? Are we still playing that? Huh?
This is not the first time we've had face heels. This is like to reach this level. This maybe shit since the NWO we haven't had a real stable, or maybe even like, because Shield was over. They were face heels. They were definitely over. But and that also included Roman fucking Reigns. But this is not the first time we've seen this. So yes, we're gonna have face heel pops. That's what we're gonna get. Plus, they're great in the ring. Their storytelling. What's up?
Horace. I gotta go back in the comment.
Go ahead.
They came back from a friendship after Kevin Owens powerbombed him on the ring apron. Horace. Sammy slamming the door on him ain't gonna change shit. These motherfuckers fuck each other up all the time.
KO made his first appearance, his WWE debut in NXT the day that Sami Zayn has been on a 4-month chase of the NXT World Heavyweight title, to the point where after he won, the whole locker room was celebrating. They hoisted him on their shoulders and everything, right?
Yep.
And then here comes Kevin Owens. Hey, buddy, you made it. What was it, 10-year friendship? And then literally attacked him.
Right.
Fuck your celebration.
4-month chase through ups and downs and character development. His debut match of his best friend. He won his match, and then he came in and celebrated after and Sami Zayn beat Neville for the title, and KO betrayed him. And they ain't been tight. And they haven't been teaming up since for almost like a good portion of their main roster run. Sami Zayn saved him from Shane McMahon, and that was the only time that they became friends again. Kind of cool.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah.
I
love the fact that we finally got to see Jay and Sammy just hug it out. That was just like,
I ain't gonna lie. When he picked him up, I thought it was gonna be a belly to belly, but he's like, okay.
Enjoy that right now, because in a couple weeks when Jay super kicks his fucking head off and they start beating the shit out of him.
So do y'all think that Sammy's gonna turn on the Bloodline, or the Bloodline's gonna turn on Sammy?
I think Sammy's turning on the Bloodline. I think this is a long con. This is a long con to build up and actually get them to trust him. They still don't fully trust him. They're like, okay, you proved yourself. You good. You're a little better Usi. You're Usi now.
I think that the Bloodline betrays him.
I think he's going to turn on them.
I think the Bloodline
What do we have coming up soon? We have another Money in the Bank coming out, correct?
No,
coming soon, right?
Money makes over.
No. We don't have enough until Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, it's the Royal Rumble.
Triple H is also reduced.
It's not the signature ones.
Triple H is reducing the number of pay-per-views.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like so we're cutting shit out. So like next would have been day one, which is the New Year's joint, but that shit is off the books. So you don't have nothing until Royal Rumble. So there's gonna be a little bit of build up, and I think the intrigue is gonna happen when they get into the Royal Rumble. Sammy's going to eliminate somebody, the wrong person. And then we're gonna get the payback on it the next night on Raw. That's why I think the long
Teffy, go to the corner. Go to the corner.
I don't think so hypothetically in Rick's little fantasy booking, you're seeing like, oh, it's just down to Sammy and Roman for the no, Roman's the champion. So he might accidentally eliminate one of the Usos, and then next thing you know, Sammy is there.
Sikoa and Sammy, or Solo Sikoa and Drew McIntyre, and Sammy's there. Sammy's down on the ropes, and you have to either both go over, or Sammy tosses them both of them. It's like, I'm sorry.
Guys, you're missing it. It's down to Solo, Jay, Sammy, and Cody Rhodes.
Shit.
I think it's gonna be Cody Rhodes that takes the title. I think it was.
I gotta give Cody more time, man. He needs more time.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
So hear me out.
Right.
He's a big star. He is
Corey.
a top level main event star. Yes, he can go there. He can make that point. However, he hasn't had the time on screen, so we got to get him to build that up.
So my counterpoint to that is the fact that he can't. So go back and listen to his WrestleMania pop. Like despite the delay and all that, and then him and Seth Rollins put together a hell of a banger. Also, the fact that they didn't deny where he came from, they acknowledged it by giving him his whole entrance, even the stupid ass elevator on the floor, which I really wish they would get rid of. And the fact that he is Cody Rhodes, like so I think people miss how much star power he actually garnered by going out and helping start AEW and running through ROH and New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that promo he cut about coming back to be the WWE champion, like that still resonates with people's mind. Like I really think they can I think Cody can be one of the people to take one of the belts off of Roman, and it will go over without a hitch. I think it would literally be what needs to happen.
I agree.
Two reasons why I think, why I don't agree with Trey saying he needs more TV time to build up. Royal Rumble's like what, January?
January.
All right,
Yeah,
so
January.
Depending on when he gets back, that's still a good month or so to build up.
Yeah,
That's
I
one.
mean, he still got the you got the the pay-per-view in between, so you still got time.
Also,
but that's
also you got this too. After the Royal Rumble, you still got like what, 1 or 2 pay-per-views before WrestleMania, correct?
Yeah.
So that's plenty of time to build that up. As far as the little rivalry
before the Royal Rumble, but still,
yeah, you got Royal Rumble, you got like what's in between Royal Rumble and
Elimination Chamber,
No Way Out or something like that.
Elimination Chamber or something like that.
Yeah, one of those two. But you got at least
Elimination Chamber.
You got at least 1 or 2 pay-per-views before you get to and that's if they even do a pay-per-view in between it. They might just do Royal Rumble and WrestleMania and just leave it blank to build up. That's one.
Why are y'all this horny?
Two, the other thing I was going to say is Royal Rumble is always the best place to get someone the I came back from injury pop.
Yes.
So,
pop. Yes,
yeah.
Not necessarily the win. But we've seen how that transition with people like Batista popping.
Okay, Batista was just
Edge came
Batista
back, he didn't win.
Edge.
So Edge came back from near-threatening injury. I mean, from a career-threatening injury.
Daniel Bryan,
John Cena.
Who else? John Cena, Stone Cold, like we've seen.
But I'm saying, but main eventers, when they come back out of nowhere as a surprise at number like 30 or 28 or 25 or whatever in the late 20s, they get that pop, and that's like, oh shit, that always gauges it. So that doesn't negate, like I said, so it's not even that stretch for him to win it from there too. And the other thing is like right now there's no other main eventer.
2 things I need to say. Just one to piggyback on.
Sorry, to respond to you, motherfuckers, but go ahead.
Just to piggyback on what Cam is saying, you have guys who actually, like you said, that they come out at the last minute, and I mean, the buildup is gonna be perfect. And I mean, you got somebody like Dwayne who's been talking for the longest time, saying this. I mean, thoughts.
I'm just
So
go ahead,
I agree that Dwayne's going to make. I think Dwayne will probably come back during the Royal Rumble and get a huge pop, and then he might win the whole fucking thing. And then we got that build up until WrestleMania. But also, I mean, hey, it could happen. We could have that happen. He doesn't have to wrestle until WrestleMania if he wins. That's more than likely where we're going with this. However, keep in mind, put your fucking headphones back on and listen to what the hell I'm saying. You motherfuckers. He has 2 belts, people. There are 2 shows that they have made mention that there's the Intercontinental or the United States Champion is the premier title on this show. He's got to drop the belts at some point. He can't be doing the Brock Lesnar shit for longer than 2 years. We've done this. That's some Vince McMahon era bullshit that we've lived with, we've dealt with for too fucking long. They're going to change over. They're going to transition. He's going to drop one of those belts. Now, I think that the Raw belt he would end up dropping to Sammy, and for Sammy's protection, he's got to go to Raw now. He no longer goes to SmackDown. Roman's pissed. They have some type of higher up shit where you stay on your show, he stays on his show, and then that sets up next year's fucking Survivor Series where they go back to SmackDown versus Raw. Rock coming back, he takes the SmackDown title that's named after pretty much what he fucking catchphrase. He takes that off of Roman for WrestleMania and after winning the Royal Rumble. Cody comes back. That's who Cody's going against, fucking Sami Zayn, and he takes it off of Sami. I see that happening. That's the way I see it going. Go ahead.
Horace, shut the fuck up. No one thinks scripts. We're not gonna talk about Reggie in a terrible mask, Horace.
Like a bad created wrestler.
Hey guys,
he's dressing like how Trey looked when we made him a creative wrestler.
Hey guys,
my lips aren't rosy enough.
Hey, we owe $500.
We really do.
I guess y'all didn't see my message, huh? I was like, y'all want to go over since the last.
I was too busy trying to get a word in edgewise. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us here at Blerds and Whiskey. This is our end of the year show. Make sure you please like the video. Please like the video. Please like the video. Please drop some bits on Twitch so we can start making this shit grow. We've been saying this shit for 3 years. Things are coming next year that you guys are not ready for, and I can't talk about it yet, but I'm hella excited because we are about to go places. So make sure you like our shit. We're going to be in the Discord for a little bit. If you don't know, Blerds and Whiskey Discord.
Go ahead, Herb. Do it.
One quick question. My brother watches this every week, and he had a question for you guys for Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Okay.
In the middle of the whole entire blip, do you think the Talakans left?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, they weren't immune.
It was a
to the
universal
snap.
thing.
Tony, this
I know.
your
All right,
question.
all right. So here's my explanation. It's universal. Like people from other planets were disappearing. People from all across the universe, any spectrum of not even just a solar system, but all kinds of galaxies and dimensions blipped. So the Telecon, I believe, is not a separate dimension.
No, it's not.
Literally just
No.
underwater.
Literally in the ocean.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Earth. So they got caught up too.
Captain Marvel kind of answered that question in Endgame. She was just like, "What's happening on Earth is happening all over the universe, and they don't have people like you guys." So
Now, a better question would have been that little weird pocket dimension city that was in Shang-Chi. That would be a better question. Do you think some of them blipped away? Because I don't know where they're at. I don't know if it's another dimension or portal to world.
Asgard got blipped too. Well, Asgard is a flat planet in space, so maybe not.
No.
Okay,
Did Asgard get blipped?
Yeah, they got blipped.
But they were on Earth. They were on Earth when they got blipped though.
So hold on, they got half of them got murdered in space,
Yeah,
and then the other half got blipped out.
Yeah.
So Asgard is
Actually,
an endangered
blipped out.
species.
It's a quarter of them.
Yes,
Yo,
that's why we only saw like 100 people in that town in Love and Thunder.
Did the Red Cross do anything for Asgard?
Nothing whatsoever.
Yo, fuck FEMA.
Where their FEMA checks at?
No,
Jesus
they're
Christ.
all stronger than all of us. But yeah, so to hopefully that does answer your question. But yes, no, everything got blipped, and it's going to happen again. That's
And Horace, Asgard is not a place; it is a people. Suck it, bitch.
And the people were killed and blipped. Speaking of blips, our fan page. For everyone that can hear our voice, our fan page is about to be blipped. Things have gotten a little out of hand. Things have got a little out of control. It became a meme dumpage place. It became a place of spam. It became a place of like where people didn't even like. We had like what, only 20K, and we get like 17 viewers. Nah, something.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathing here, y'all. The math ain't mathing. So we're going to go ahead, set fire to that place. So save your memes. Go there. You got like, I guess what, one more day to figure out, get your affairs in order. Save what you want to say, post what you want to post. But at the end of the day, we're going to close it. It's going to be done for. We're going to open up a new one. You want the link? Go on our Discord. You want to go on our Discord? Drop the Discord link in the comment section, and we can go ahead and do that. If you don't know the Discord, just search for Blerds and Whiskey on Discord, and you'll see the little logo, the little two bottles and a couple of glasses. You can check that out. Also, go on our page, Blerd Beard Struggle, Blerds at 1, beard stuff, 15% off. Boom, get your beard in order so your beard doesn't blip off your face. All right, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Anything else, you fellas?
Guys, it's been a great year, and cheers to next year.
Oh yeah. I just archived the group. It's gone. Thank you guys for joining us here. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't give a fuck because y'all never listened to me when I was in there anyway. So fuck you. Get in Discord. Start talking your shit there. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. But yeah, happy New Year. I hope everybody had a great holiday. Has more great holidays. We're still gonna be talking shit in the Discord. We're gonna be more present there. Do not flood us. I'm telling you now. Do not fucking flood my Discord. Our Discord, not just mine. Our Discord.
You ain't the only
bullshit.
I heard that.
I corrected myself. Okay, but don't abuse the shit. We are trying to grow our community. We love you guys. We know you love us because you're here with us every week. But share it for like-minded people. We're gonna make sure things are more inclusive, and we are present there to do our jobs as well. But that's all I got to say. Happy holidays.
Fair.
As always, up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink,
motherfucker, drink.
See y'all
Happy New Year's, bitches.
See y'all in 2023.
We famous now.